What's up, Chuckers? Producer Mike here. This is your Served 5 Setter, a weekly roundup for all things racket sports. 5 stories in 10 minutes or less. Today is October 31st. Happy Halloween, and here's what's coming your way. A French legend bids adieu, 2 Americans make history, tennis beef in Paris, and Jannik Sinner joins a legendary list. But first, a major leadership change in women's tennis. Valerie Camillo has been named the new chair of the WTA. Camillo brings an impressive resume to tennis, with a sports administration career spanning more than 20 years, having worked for the NBA, the MLB's Nationals, and was the first female team president in NHL history. Valerie will begin her role during a pivotal time in women's tennis history. The WTA is navigating a lawsuit from the PTPA, player concerns over scheduling, and the ongoing push to grow commercial momentum in the sport. The new chair went on to say, quote, "This is a critical moment for women's tennis, with important decisions ahead that will shape the future for our players, tournaments, fans, and partners. I look forward to working with our world-class athletes, our tournament members, the entire WTA team, and the wider tennis community to deliver a successful future for this incredible sport." Tennis icon Billie Jean King was among the first to applaud the move, saying Valerie will bring a fresh perspective to the role. Camillo officially steps in for outgoing chair Steve Simon on November 17th. On to set number 2. Nicolas Mahut just called it a career after 25 years on tour. The former world number 1 in doubles played his final doubles match on his home soil at the Paris Masters alongside good friend Grigor Dimitrov. You probably know Mahut best from the epic 11-hour Wimbledon match in 2010 against nothing major's John Isner. The Frenchman recently spoke about how losing the longest tennis match in history shaped his career, saying, quote, "I now enjoy talking about that match because it was a crazy experience. It brought me a lot as a player and as a man. But I can be associated with that match and I can talk about it easily because I know that after that, I managed to win." In the years that followed, Mahut completed the career Grand Slam in doubles and helped France win the Davis Cup in 2017. The 43-year-old wrapped up a remarkable career with 41 titles across singles and doubles. A longtime Lacoste partner, Mahut was surprised by the brand in a pretty special way. Check it out. Congrats on an incredible career, Nicolas Mahut. Staying in Paris for set number 3 with some big news for American tennis. Ben Shelton officially qualified for the ATP Finals for the first time after beating Andrei Rublev on Thursday. The win is another career moment in a breakout season for the 23-year-old, who reached the semifinals at the Australian Open and won his first Masters 1000 title in Canada this summer. The world number 7 will join Taylor Fritz in Turin, marking the first time since 2006 that 2 Americans have made it to the year-end championship. Our guy Andy Roddick and James Blake both qualified for the finals 19 years ago. Only one slot in Turin remains up for grabs, with Alcaraz, Sinner, Novak, Zverev, and Alex de Minaur all qualifying alongside the Americans. All right, and on to set number 4, and we have a new rivalry in tennis. Yes, we're talking about Alexander Bublik and Corentin Moutet beefing in Paris. Here's the backstory. Back in March, the two had some intense moments after their match at the Phoenix Challenger. It got so heated that the tournament officials tried to separate them, which didn't work. Then Bublik suggested the two fight. Take a look at this.
Let's go. Fight. Okay, exactly. The French kid is speaking and he's going to fight.
Clearly, time does not heal all wounds. Before their match on Wednesday, the Frenchman Moutet said that he was super motivated to send Bublik packing with the help of the Parisian crowd. But it was the man from Kazakhstan who got the win and added even more fuel to the fire. Take a listen.
Well, obviously he spoke too much before the match. He spoke too much, and I just have to punish him. So I had no other option.
And just on the lens signing, can you explain that on the way home?
Well, he said that he will do everything to send me home, so it's nice that he lives in Paris and it's not too far with a taxi,
Moutet responded at the press conference saying, quote, "Well, I now live in Dubai. I love a good rivalry, so it got us thinking here at Served. Where would you chuckers rank this freshie in the halls of tennis beef? Hit the link in the bio for our poll and cast your vote. Now, finally, let's wrap it up this week by celebrating an impressive milestone that Jerry Maguire would love. Jannik Sinner surpassed $50 million in career prize money after winning the Vienna Open last week. The four-time major winner is just the 8th player in ATP or WTA history to join the $50 million club, an exclusive list featuring the Big Three: Serena Williams, Andy Murray, Carlos Alcaraz, and Alexander Zverev. But if Jannik or Carlos want to chase down Novak for the top spot in career earnings, they'll need to make another $140 million at least. And with money on the mind, let's get to this week's tiebreak trivia. Novak Djokovic currently holds the record for most prize money earned in a single season. So question is, in what year did Novak set the single season prize money record, and how much did he make? And the answer is in the newsletter. So just sign up for our 5-setter newsletter, link in the show description, and while there, also check out the rest of our top stories from the week that didn't make the cut. Plus, you can find the weekend draw so you know what to watch, where, and when. Be sure to hit subscribe on your YouTube, follow us on your favorite podcast platform to stay up on all things served, and be sure to be nice to me in the comments. See you chuckers on Tuesday.